The do's and don'ts of a board gaming night. We all like to gather with friends at the table and set up a board game. But what is the right way to do so? Well, we here at 1D6 made a list of 25 points we think should be the basis of every board gaming night. When making this video, I had some oops moments myself. Let me know in the comments where you might have gone off track. Drinks. They should be allowed. If you bought a $200 game and you are afraid of getting your game ruined by drinks, you should not have bought that game. Drinks, alcoholic or not, are essential for a fun night with your gaming group. Still not convinced? Just buy Too Many Bones. That game is waterproof. Cheating. This one should be obvious, but don't cheat. If you can't handle losing a game, don't bother playing one. You risk giving your friends a bad evening and them giving you the finger. Are you getting a new, relatively difficult game to the table for practically everyone? There are two options. Option 1. Ask your guests a day or two before gaming night to watch a how to play video. Don't make them look them up themselves. You pick the game, it's your responsibility to pick the best video. And be a chap. Don't pick a video of an hour or more. No one watches those. Or option 2. Read the manual extensively before playing. More than once if possible. And be a sport, have the game set up and play through yourself at least once. Then, at the table, explain the game. Pay attention. Of course you can't remember every rule I just told you about. I don't mind explaining a rule over again, but don't start a conversation. Look out the window or take a piss. That's the worst start of a board gaming night. Coming too late to game night. Tonight is board game night, and Harry, John and I are present. Frank isn't there yet. In the best case scenario, Frank sends a text he is running late before we start. Don't say you'll be there in 10 when you're actually here in 30. Why? Because it could give us time to do something else, like a filler game. Be prepared. As the host, it's your party. Have the game ready and set up at the table. Some games take ages to set up. That's valuable game time wasted. Oftentimes, the other players can't help you because they don't know the setup of the game. Do your homework. Losing a game. Speaking from experience, it is part of the game. And personally, I don't mind it that much anymore. Be a sport and congratulate the winner. Stop saying, if I did this, or if I played that, I might have won. No, you lost. Keep those ideas for yourself in your next game. So you won a game. Don't go dancing on the table. Sure, I understand you're glad to win. That is part of the experience. But don't go rubbing salt in the wounds of your friends. Well, except for one special rule. That is Frank. You're obliged to rub salt in his wounds. With your phone on the table. This one is so annoying. We are all enjoying our game night, but one player is constantly looking at his phone. Family emergency? Sure, we get it. A text from your spouse once or twice? Shit happens. If not that, why are you here? If you are so concentrated on other things, go do those. Don't be disrespectful and ruin our game night by being unengaging. Telling other players what to do. Many co-op games suffer from this mechanic, where one player tells all the other players what they need to do. Sure, you want to win, but let the other players decide for themselves what they like to do. Asking if they wish to do this or not do that is okay. If so, ask them occasionally. Is board gaming night at the same place? Someone opens up their home frequently to you, to eat and drink their fridge empty. Bring something with you to replenish their stocks. You don't have to do this every time, but once in a while is a very nice gesture. Pick a game according to your game group. A game might not fit everyone. The night is not fun when you've picked a game that one or more players don't enjoy. Sure, It might be discovered once you start playing the game. But if you know that Harry doesn't like push your luck games, don't bring them to the table. Eating at the table. Yes, by all means, do so. But don't get grease all over my components. Use your trousers to clean your hands, not my cards or tablecloth. Those can't be replaced. Taking a break. Take a break once an hour. It's a good moment to pee, fill up your cups, get a snack, or get some fresh air. It might help you figure out a new winning strategy. Playing a campaign game. Frank, John, Harry and me are all excited to play either fields. We use a game night once every 2 to 3 weeks to play. Then John moves to another place and now he can't come every week for game night. John suddenly tells the group he can only play either fields once every quarter. John has to be a sport and let us go. Frank, Harry and I will have to continue. Who knows what will happen in the future? But you can't expect us to wait. Making a play error. So you've made a play error and asked to redo your turn or part of your turn. Is this the first or second time you've played the game? We'll let you redo your turn. Have we played the game multiple times? Is the play error minor, so not much has changed? Go ahead. Was it one turn or more ago? No, this is it. Nothing is getting changed. Before I forget, are you that guy on the table that after playing almost the entire game says, well, William 2 turns ago played a card that I think wasn't allowed? First of all, wake up the moment it happens. Players make mistakes, but if you don't spot the mistake and now you might end up losing the game, just go home already. Not that fun. If you are playing a game for the first time and you're not enjoying it, put it away. Get another game to the table. There is still time. Don't write off the game yet. Maybe the group of players wasn't the right one, or maybe you are playing it wrong. Not all first dates are a winner. The game is broken. This one hits close to home. Playing a game once and thinking you found a playstyle or faction that is broken. Sure, it is possible, but it is highly unlikely that you found a hole in the game in just one play session, while the game has been in years of development and testing. Don't say that. Music. Having some background music corresponding with the game you are playing can be fun and enhance the experience. But it can also be a nuisance. Think of the volume and check the playlist or make one yourself. Don't pick your winner. So you aren't going to win this game. But you can help one or more players to win. Sure, it's fun to toy with someone, leaving them hanging and begging you not to attack them again. But at the end of the day, you are the real loser. You lost the plot. Just keep trying to be number 2 or 3. Making a move. Sure, not every move in a game is easy. Sometimes there are multiple options to choose from. It's good that you think about your options, but keep in mind you're not playing the game by yourself. Others might want to go home soon. Not every turn you take has to take more than 5 minutes. Friends above all. The evening is about getting together with your group of friends. You share a passion for board games. The board game is the excuse to get together with your friends, not the other way around. Loving a game. When you play at your friend's house and you figure the game you're playing is really fun, don't buy the game. Why have 2 copies in the same game group? It's probably your collector's heart speaking. If you play with multiple gaming groups, you can still consider buying the game, of course. Buy the original. This one is for us non-native English speakers. I have some games on my shelves that are translated to Dutch. It must have been done by Google Translate. Some of the sentences don't make any sense. Sometimes you have to look up a rule in English to understand the rule in Dutch. It's a waste of money. Bringing your own game to game night. If it wasn't communicated that your game would be the mainstay of the evening, then you can always bring a filler game. It doesn't necessarily need to be played, but it could come in handy. If you have any tips, you can leave them in the comments. We love reading and reacting to them. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and walk over to that subscribe button. It's free, it won't cost you anything, and we'll see you in the next video.